Today we are talking about the pros and the cons of Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort.
I would love to hear those.
All right, starting off with the pros. Number one, great tropical theming.
If you like the Caribbean, you're going to love this resort because it does really make you feel like you are at a tropical resort.
This resort is a relaxing, it's literally a paradise. It captures everything from the essence of the 5 distinct islands that they have. It's just filled with bright colors, swaying hammocks, and they give you that illusion of having beaches.
It does make you feel like you are in the Caribbean, even though you are in the middle of Florida.
Yeah, it's the perfect getaway, I think, if you're actually looking for that true Floridian getaway where you want palm trees, and it's got that perfect mix of the Caribbean / Floridian, right? It's a perfect, I think, destination or resort for someone like us that live in New England that want that escape.
Number 2, the Disney Skyliner, which I think is a very much underrated form of transportation. You often hear people talk about the monorail, but the Skyliner is such an easy way to get to Epcot or Hollywood Studios if you're staying at the Caribbean Beach. Definitely a bonus if you are picking a resort that's in the moderate level, which this one is. The Skyliner, in my opinion, has to come into play.
Skyliner transportation at Caribbean Beach Resort, it's literally a game changer. You have a moderate resort with amazing amenity, and this is it. Access to Epcot or Hollywood Studios. In my opinion, this newer Skyliner option makes it the moderate resort. It stands out from the rest.
I think the Skyliner, to be honest with you, is better than the monorail. I know that's blasphemy, and a lot of people are going to say, hey, what are you talking about there, buddy? But I do think it's amazing.
I think this is also the reason why I consider this resort now a great spot for couples, people that are going without kids, and they want to spend a lot of time at Epcot. Makes it super easy.
Just don't go on the Skyliner when it's busy if you're a couple, because that would be awkward.
Good point.
Next one.
Great pool, hot tub, including quiet or leisure pools.
Listen, if you want to have a good time, go to the pirate pool at the Caribbean Beach and just go down the slide screaming your brains out at the busiest time of the day.
Do we have any video of you doing that?
I don't know, but you're never gonna feel more awkward and have the biggest smile on your face if you do that.
It's a 0 entry pool. It has not 1 but 2 water slides, an extra large hot tub that fits 12 comfortably. There's also a great kids area for kids under 48 inches tall with 3 small slides. Just a lot of fun, and the theming is spot on. Definitely makes you immersed, and just like Bruce said, just a lot of fun.
Yeah, there's nothing better to me than coming down that slide hot and there being a lot of people at the bottom waiting for their kid to come out, and this big giant man just comes out of the slide and makes this big splash.
Okay.
This is so much fun. That
All right, it's just a little awkward now.
Listen, it's awkward. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say it's not awkward, but it's also a lot of fun.
Next one, I love this in particular because we are a larger family, but select rooms can accommodate families of 5, and that's not something that goes across the board with Disney hotels. This is a great option for those that have 5 people traveling. They do have Murphy-style beds. They're on the smaller side, but I'm short, so I like them too. But they are great because families of 5 can fit comfortably.
Yeah, I don't know if I would say 5 full-grown adults could fit in there,
Depending on their size.
but it's definitely a great alternative for a family of 5 like us that has 2 adults and 3 children. And then if you stay there for a week, you can do what our kids do and have to pull a straw for who's sleeping in the Murphy bed, and then they just rotate.
Exactly. All right, the next one is dining options are actually pretty good. Now, there's many different types of dining to choose from, and they do have now a Sebastian's Bistro, which actually took over the previous Shutters restaurant, opened in 2018. And it's been very well received by guests across the board.
Yeah, one of the downsides or the cons that used to be held against the Caribbean Beach Resort was the lack of real good dining.
Yes.
But I think with the addition of Sebastian's, that's kind of changed a little bit. And now the dining has become a pro versus a con.
Definitely. So you have Sebastian's Bistro, you have the Center Town Market, which it also includes grab and go. You have the Banana Cabana, which is really fun to say.
Wait, this is a family show, lady.
And the Spyglass Grill. So all these options are really easy, just a really great option to have at the Caribbean Beach.
And I'm looking at the menu for the Sebastian's Bistro, and it is priced per adult. So at the moment of recording this, it's $35 per adult plus tax and gratuity, and $19 per child. And the menu looks pretty darn good, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, they have some really good things here.
Yeah, they have on the menu, they have oven roasted citrus chicken, slow cooked mojo pork, and a mango samba. What the heck is going on there?
Try that again.
Yeah, I don't know if I should just be reading this menu, but listen, it looks really good. We'll put a picture of the menu up there and some of the items on there. But this menu, for what it used to have, for now being what it is, I think this is a really good place to go get some eats while you're staying at the Caribbean beach.
Definitely. And go check out their celebrated house-made coconut pineapple bread pudding. You'll thank us.
I was looking at a photo of that on their website, and it looks similar to the dessert that you get at Ohana.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
All right, next one. That easy access to your vehicle if renting a car. And this is really important to us because we often rent a car when we're traveling to Walt Disney World. And when we get to a resort and the parking is far from the room, it can be a bit of a hassle. But this is really easy. They have a lot of rooms that are easy accessible to the parking lot, and I think that's a huge pro.
You know, this is even a big pro considered. Like, let's take the Polynesian, for example. If you're staying at the Polynesian and renting a car, there's a lot of parking. But depending on where your room is located, you may have to travel quite a bit to get to and from your car to your room. But when you say the Caribbean beach, you can maybe even have access right outside your door where you just walk down a small pathway and you're right at your car.
Yeah, huge pro in my opinion.
Which, for the most part, I bet you'd want to rent a car. If we were staying at the Caribbean beach, we'd want to rent a car because one of the cons on this list is the bus transportation.
Well, all right, let's go with one more pro because I could go on and on. I really love this resort. It's a great alternative, I think, to Disney's Polynesian Resort, which is a deluxe category resort. Very, very expensive. This one is just right in the middle. Its room rates are reasonable, and that's my another pro of mine. Starting at about $300 per night, depending on the season. It makes a great option for those that are looking for all that theming, that getaway, but it's a moderate price.
And it's on Disney property, too, which is a good bonus.
That's huge, right? So you get everything and the Skyliner, easy access to Epcot, all the above, and it's not going to break the bank.
Why would you even go on the bus when there's a Skyliner there?
That's a good question.
You know?
All right, next one, we're going to go to the cons. Now, I actually had a hard time finding several cons. The two here that we're going to be listed here is something to really consider and think about, though, because it can really make or break your stay. Number one, it is a very large resort, so expect a long walk from some of the rooms to the resort amenities. Now, you can pay a little extra to do what's called a preferred room, which would give you better access, but for the most part, you're going to be doing some walking.
Yeah, that is definitely a con, especially if you are going to go down to the dining area to maybe get your morning coffee. Sometimes it is a bit of a walk depending on where your room is located to go down there. When you're staying at a deluxe resort, you can generally get to your room, from your room to the dining area pretty quickly.
Right.
But you're going to have to walk outside, first of all. And then second of all, you're going to have to walk pretty far to get that morning cup of coffee.
Right, exactly. So it's just something to think about when you're booking your stay. Does that affect you? Do you actually like doing a morning stroll and kind of burning off those calories that I'm sure you you enjoyed at the Magic Kingdom the night before or whatever? Some people like that. So, but it's something that I think is worth noting, and it is definitely a con in that regard.
I enjoy the morning walk back with my coffee.
Yeah.
I'm a grumpy pants going to get my coffee.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I'm glad you did.
You know, so there's pros and cons for that walk alone. The pro is walking back, like nice walk outside in the Florida air, drinking your coffee, observing the Caribbean beach vibe. The con of that exact same walk is going to get your coffee.
Right.
You know, you got to take a walk outside. It's hot. You don't have your coffee yet. There's people around. You know, I just want to get my coffee and go for that stroll.
Yeah. Well, this next one is also a con. Bus transportation is a bit slow. So back to your question about why would anybody use the bus when you have the Skyliner? The Skyliner actually only goes to Epcot and Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, but that being said, if I had to take the bus to Magic Kingdom, guess what?
What's that?
I would skip Magic Kingdom and just take the Skyliner over to Hollywood Studios.
That will be your day.
Yeah, that would be my day.
Well, that's the only cons that I really could find off this list. It's really a fantastic resort. It's well themed. There's plenty to do, plenty of amenities. I mean, we didn't even scratch the surface when it comes to talk about all the things that they offer, movie nights and all the things that they have at this resort to really make you feel like you've gone on a Caribbean escape. I love it. I hope you check it out. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
Yes.
Can't do this without you.
That is right. Hit the subscribe button. You know what I want you to do? Question of the show. Have you ever stayed at the Caribbean beach? And when was your last stay, if you have? And if you haven't, just simply put, you know what? I haven't stayed there yet, but I'm looking forward to my next visit.
That's it.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Unlocking the Magic. We'll see you next time.